So the universe gives us what we are ready to receive.
The friend who introduced me to you, she told me that her cat had run away, and that's how she had gotten in touch with you. And you communicated with the cat, and she actually gave you specifics that I will reach the house. I will. This was her office because she was the office cat. I will reach the office at 7 in the morning. Make sure that they lay the food out at so and so places, and I am fine. They just don't sleep because it's an office and people were working in the night. They just don't sleep in the night and they irritate me, and that's why she had run away, because she had gotten irritated. And she had actually landed up at 7 in the morning outside, and she had eaten all of that food and she was fine. So it was that, and when she told me that, I was like, I want to talk to Preeti. Give me her number now. But tell me something, since we are talking about lost animals, do all lost animals want to come back home?
That's interesting. When you call something or somebody lost, you the connotation is that they don't know their way back, right? They don't know what they're doing and they've gone away. That's not true for animals. When they leave home, it could be for several reasons. It could be that they're they just want to explore. It's an animal. It's not meant to be a pet, right? That's our need to have him or her as a pet. Animals have much better survival instincts than us. Their senses are way like at least 100 200 times sharper than ours, right? So sometimes they may just go to explore, like we want to go out and be with our friends or take a break. They may want to just go out, explore, be a cat, be a dog, do cat-like things, dog-like things. They may want to mate. They may like somebody outside. They may want to mate. Sometimes they also go away because they take on. They want to communicate a message to the family, and because we are so we feel we are the caregivers and we are taking care of the dog or the cat, and इसको तो कुछ पता नहीं है, हम ही कर रहे हैं सब कुछ. So we are blocked. We are not open to receiving from them. So this is their way of finding somebody like you or me, a communicator who gets what they're saying and communicating that message to the family. It's a guidance because they see what's happening in the family, they see the energy, they see the relationships, they see the lifestyle, and they know, they have a sense of our life, a little bit in the future, what's going to be good for us, what's not going to be good for us. So this is their way of getting the family's ear. And because the family loves them so much, they will do anything, as in anything, to get them back. And that's where they break down and they say, okay, if this is what it takes to get him or her back, I will do it. And that's progress. That's spiritually they're on. They become better people. They let go of the baggage that they're carrying. So that is one of the main reasons why I see, in my experience, when animals go away and they are not coming back, they give you exact locations of where they are and they will not be found there. When that is happening, invariably the animal has a message or a guidance for the family, and at that point of time the animal will stay away because it loves the family so much. It wants them to make that change in their life or become aware of their own thoughts. It will stay away till it senses that shift in the family.
So when you change, they may decide to come back.
Yes, they do come back. They just walk in.
Yeah.
They just walk in. In fact, I'll give you an example. There was this lady, she came to me. Her 14-year-old dog, she was a indie. She walked away. She just walked out of the house one day, and this lady was, she was crying and she was absolutely shattered because this dog was the center of her existence. So when I spoke to the dog, I said, are you okay? Where are you? She said, I'm fine. But she's so connected to me and she's so emotionally tied to me. I'm practically her whole world. She doesn't need anybody apart from me, So she doesn't invest in relationships. So I'm 14, how long am I going to survive, and what is she going to do after me? So I told the lady this. I said, this is why she's gone away. And she says, you don't really invest in relationships, you don't have close friends, you don't have close family. And she broke down. She said, that's true. COVID happened, my parents passed away, and both my parents, one after the other. And after that, we've just become very tight. I've always been an introvert, and we just become very, very tight. So 2-3 days she cried a lot. I said, just work on the guidance, just even an awareness, even an effort. The dog knows that this is not going to change overnight, but a genuine effort in that direction will help you get her back. And sure enough, after 14 days, some lady called that lady up. She says, your dog is here. She was 5 kilometers away from the house, and this lady had searched high and low. When an animal doesn't want to be found, it will not be found. She just came back, and she was found, and after a month she passed away. And she prepared her human to deal with her loss.
I think one of the reasons why they also run away or go away is because they don't feel loved. They don't feel like they are important enough, or they feel unwanted.
Right. So animals stay with us when they have a bond. They come into our lives to support us.
Right.
They support us emotionally and psychologically. So how you would experience it is, you had a tough day at office, you enter your house, and the dog just comes and hugs you and licks you, and suddenly all is well with the world.
Yeah.
So they ground us and they center us, and they kind of, they also act as vacuums.
Yeah.
They take away our negative emotions onto themselves. It's called taking on, and that's how we feel more centered. So if an animal feels that it does not have a bond, and it will not be able to fulfill the purpose that it has in the human's life, then they do go away. They are as aware of their own bodies and their needs as we are. So if they feel that their needs are not met and they're totally uncared for, then they do leave. That is part of the learning for them, and standing up for themselves, and the human also, that they can't take things for granted. If they feel that the purpose is completed with the family,